Husbandos and waifus, what is going on? Today we're going to talk about an anime series that I was so excited about, and that I have somewhat favoritism towards, and that I just get excited every week for it, every Sunday, which is MF Ghost. Now, MF Ghost is the series successor to Initial D. If you guys have not watched Initial D, I highly recommend it. I think it aged pretty well. The animation is, it definitely has aged, but I think the storylines definitely did, at least with season 1, because that's where I stopped. I didn't even go to season 2 yet, which I plan on going to second stage, but first stage was enough for me to get into MF Ghost. But there's a lot of characters, like if you have not watched Initial D, there's a lot of characters that are in MF Ghost that were in Initial D. So it's important to kind of know which characters are which, because there's a lot of like Easter eggs in there that a lot of older Initial D fans will enjoy. Now, what makes this special to me is because the main car is a GT86, which is the same car that I have, but I have an FRS, but it's the same thing. FRS, Scion FRS, Subaru BRZ, GT86, they're like the same build. Now, what the series, or what at least this season is about, it's about Takumi Fujiwara's student, which is Kanata Livington, or when he races, he goes by Kanata Katagiri. He enters MF Ghost is what they call it. Now, in comparisons to the difference of what this was compared to what I watched from first stage Initial D, the reason why I will refer to first stage is because that's the only Initial D that I watched, and it is also like the first impression that people will get from Initial D, right? For them to get hooked on the series, which made me really like Initial D. I went straight into MF Ghost because it just came out. One main difference is that the updated cars are mostly European cars, so they're like supercars or sport cars. It's a lot of European cars like Lamborghinis, Ferraris. The star car being my GT86, totally unbiased. But if we're to compare this to Initial D, like the races in Initial D felt more street-like and realistic than MF Ghost. MF Ghost is completely televised and live streamed for people to watch, versus like in Initial D, from what I remember from first stage, is that it's at night and they're racing up the hill, down the hill, or wherever, right? They're racing in different areas. It's at night and it's kind of like kept secret. If you know, you know. Versus MF Ghost, everyone knows. It's worldwide. So I feel like that's where some people were discussing it on Twitter, like there's just like this disconnect for people where they couldn't really get into MF Ghost because it just wasn't Initial D. And I completely understand that, because the realism of Initial D is removed in MF Ghost. The main character, Kanata, he's pretty likable. His main thing is that he has a really, really good memory. He's able to memorize things after just looking at it for a bit, and then he's just able to straight up tackle it. I forgot what it's exactly called, but when you're able to remember something after reading it once or after just reviewing it a few times, and immediately you're able to tackle that whatever it is on, Kanata Katagiri has that. Now, outside of that, and him being an extremely good looking guy, I feel like he's just a regular dude. I mean, he rizzes up all the girls, right, and all of the dudes, but other than that, he's just a very excited Japanese European man in Japan, enjoying all of the food there. All of the characters are pretty likable. I like his mechanic Ogata, because Ogata is just a very humble man. Kanata's even likable in their own way. Now, the one thing that is really weird to me about the series, and we have to talk about it, is that there's two characters that weird me out, right? It's that one guy that just only likes 17-year-olds, and you guys know he's like number 4 or whatever his name is, and once they're not 17 anymore, he breaks up with them and then he looks for another 17-year-old. That guy is mad freaking weird. And then other one, Aiba in racer mode, and him as a racer, I think he's cool, but his obsession with angel number 7, aka Ren, is completely creepy, stalkerish, disgusting. It's weird. It's weird. And I know some of you anime fans are like that. Y'all gotta chill. But to be fair, for Aiba, he does not know that she is, 17. But still, that is weird. Now, when it comes to the love interest, because it might change, right? The love interest, which is Ren, I like her so far. I mean, she has her quirks, but like, I like her a lot better than Mogi. Let me tell you, I hate Mogi. Mogi is so annoying initially. Oh my god. I think what makes this series really exciting for me, besides the fact that they're using a GT86, is the fact that it is a GT86, which is considered an underpowered car compared to all of these supercars. Kanata is is going against these sports and supercars that are super fast, extremely powerful, versus just a regular Toyota GT86. And I think that's what's super crazy. And as they're slowly evolving the 86 and balancing it and making it stronger, it is so cool to see. And seeing him, even though he's not winning first place, he's getting like low placements. It's super dope to see him kind of push the limits little by little, him getting further and further, and he doesn't mind it. For him, for Kanata, it's the challenge that matters. It's not really about winning. He's just happy and excited to be able to take these challenges. And then when he actually does pass a powerful car, or he passes someone in general, you can't help but be excited because this is a GT86. He's considered a rookie compared to all of these experienced racers in MF Ghost. They call them the God 15. 14 of them are like experienced. Kanata's brand new, and because of his good memory and him watching those tapes, he's able to remember the tracks that they're taking, and that's why he's doing it so well. Which is funny because MF Ghost being created by, I believe it's Ryosuke, who is like the rival of Takumi Fujiwara in season 1, but they end up teaming up later for Project D, I think is the call, which is the team that he has with Takumi from Initial D. But all in all, I think MF Ghost is really enjoyable if you like a racing series. Now there's another racing anime called Overtake that people have been wanting me to watch / react, which I don't react anymore, and they're like, if you like MF Ghost, Overturn is way better. And I don't know how to explain to people that I just have an extreme bias, even though if it story wise Overtake is better, MF Ghost has a GT86. Okay, it's unfair bias. Nonetheless, let me know if you guys enjoyed MF Ghost. How do you feel about it? Because it's definitely a different take compared to Initial D, even though it is the successor to Initial D. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.